What's up, guys? It's Daniel Alameda with the Right Way Sports Network, and we have a Joe Flacco film breakdown for you today. Never thought I'd be saying those words, but here we are as the Bengals traded a fifth-round pick in exchange for Flacco and the Detroit Lions' sixth-round pick. Before we get into the breakdown, click the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you don't miss State of the Jungle every Wednesday and Bengals post-game reactions after every single Bengals game. And we got much more content. Stay tuned. We appreciate you guys for watching. But let's discuss Joe Flacco, right? Some Bengals fans are on the side that he's completely washed and he's a terrible quarterback. And then we got some people on the other side saying Joe Flacco can take the Bengals and lead them up until Burrow comes back. Let's see what the film says. What does the film say the Bengals are getting with Joe Flacco? And we watch every one of his games, but the games we will show is the Green Bay Packers game in week 3, the Detroit Lions game. Let's break down the film. First play we're watching, the Packers are playing a cover 3, so there's going to be a soft spot between the underneath guys and the guy in the deep third. Watch Flacco read the left side of the field and throw a rifle in the middle of the field. I believe he runs a dig right there. Beautiful ball right here, but one of my favorite things I like about this, like I said, look at him going through his progressions. First 2 reads on the left side, knows where his third read is. It's a dig, 1 read, 2 read, middle of the field. Beautiful rifle to the middle of the field. That's accurate. So the Packers here are sending the house, but watch the right tackle for me. Tell me who he blocks. Watch this. Who does he block? Like, the Packers got home there in about half a second. And listen, he's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Superman. He's not going to create some extraordinary play with his legs. But right here, this isn't too much of a knock. He probably could have dumped it off to 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗕𝗏, but like, the right tackle didn't do anything there. So on this play, we're watching 2 things. Watch Jerry Jeudy at the bottom. He's running a dig, which is basically an in. That's where the ball's going. But watch Flacco's little mobility in the pocket, right? His subtle movement to the right. Here, he's going to feel pressure on the left side, move a little to the right, get some space, and make a beautiful pass. That's a big-time throw. That is 15, 20 yards. That's something that T. Higgins and Ja'Marr Chase, specifically T, runs that route a ton. And once again, listen, the mobility aspect, he's not Lamar. He's not going to make plays. Hell, he may not even be a threat on bootlegs. But from watching Peyton Manning, from watching Aaron Rodgers, from watching Tom Brady, I'm not comparing them, but their greatest skill is the little movements in the pocket. And I'm telling you, Flacco can still manipulate in the pocket, right? He buys an extra quarter of a second and watch his throwing angle here. He throws almost sidearm, and the ball still gets there. Good pass. I like it. For this next play, let's do an exercise. We're going to watch this twice. First time, let's just use our eyes. I mean, all right, let's talk about it, right? I mean, what did you guys see? For me, if I'm watching with my eyes, I saw a bootleg to the left. I saw not many people open, but I saw my quarterback throwing a heave into 3 defenders. What type of pass was this? The best part about this exercise is let's talk about some context. It's 4th and 8 here. All right. It's 4th and 8. It's at the end of the second quarter. What the hell else do you want Flacco to do here? Nobody else is open. You got the bottom guy running a streak. You got your slot guy running out and up. This is actually a fantastic play from Joe Flacco. And you can't change my mind. If you think you're right on this, comment down below. Let's discuss. But 4th and 8, Packers fans were actually pissed off that he caught this ball because this was a punt and they couldn't end up getting into range to score a touchdown at the end of the 2-minute drill. On this play, nothing flashy. You got your top 3 wide receiver and tight end. They're all flowing to the right. You got your other tight end, David Njoku, with a little drag. Just hit the open guy. Super simple, but these are the type of plays that this Bengals offense sorely needs right now. This play right here is exactly why I don't like looking at the numbers. This ball is going up to Isaiah Bond at the top. And let's just watch this play, right? Isaiah Bond in between the hole. Ooh, that looks too high. Bad pass on Flacco. He missed a deep pass. Well, if we put some context into this, number one, it hit the wide receiver in the hands, and you're a professional wide receiver. That is why you get paid. Number 2, Isaiah Bond is 5'11". This is not really his game. Look, the ball hit him in his hands. Let's watch it again. The reason why I'm bringing this play up is the Bengals have Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins. Isaiah Bond is 5'11". T. Higgins is 6'4". T is making that grab. That's a great ball. So when we talk about the Bengals lacking a deep passing game, Joe Flacco can do that. It's not like he's some old bum. Watch this. This is cover 1, man-to-man on the outside. Take a chance. He drops this in the damn bucket. Listen, that is OPI. It was called back. But these are the chances that you hope to see with Flacco on the Bengals with Chase and T. Higgins. Remember, Jake Browning past couple games has missed badly on these one-on-one chances, not giving his wide receivers a chance, but just watch this ball one-on-one. This is a common occurrence. We'll get to a couple other plays. That's in the bucket. Great grab, just OPI. So I just had to include this. Watch this play. It's a bootleg to the right side. Look at the receiver. You'll notice something. It's an offensive lineman. I thought it was hilarious. 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗔, like, what are we doing here, right? I thought this was funny. But like I said, this is the last play of the Browns before we get to the Lions game. They won this game, and in large part due to Joe Flacco's command of the offense. He was able to take his checkdowns. He hit David Njoku, Harold Fannin, his tight ends, got his running backs involved. A ton of these little dink and dunks. And while they only put up, 13 points, this is what the Bengals need. You need command of the offense. And I feel like he did this, as well as he took a couple chances down the right sideline. It was an OPI. Down the left sideline, Isaiah Bond missed, and he's able to attack the middle of the field as well. I was impressed with him in this game against the Packers. So Flacco against the Lions was brutal, but the film didn't look that bad. Let's take a look. Motions Isaiah Bond across the screen. You got man-to-man. Watch Bond in the slot. He runs another dig. Look at the ball placement on this, where only your wide receiver can get it. This is a gorgeous ball. Like I said, man-to-man across the board. He looks off to his right, doesn't like it. Bond across the screen. His number 2 read right in the breadbasket. Their first drive of the game, they look damn good. Watch this. You got Jerry Jeudy at the bottom of the screen, play action, fake. He basically walks this ball and hands it right into Jerry Jeudy's hand. I mean, what are we talking about? Look at this. Beautiful play action. Great route by Jeudy. But look at the placement. Right in his hands. Jeudy doesn't even have to stop. I'm running this one right back. This is the first drive of the game. But this is the accuracy. I mean, clean pocket. Give him time. Right in his breadbasket. So right here, let's watch probably one of the worst interceptions of the season by any quarterback. I mean, that's bad. It's bad. It is bad, right? But let's talk about it. Listen, Joe Flacco in his post-game press conference, he said, this was on me no matter what. I can't throw this ball. And I agree, you should not throw this ball. But to understand where he comes from, listen, watch at the bottom of the screen. When wide receivers, they're taught this at an elementary level from high school and on. If a guy is pressing, a lot of times you've got 2 options. This is built into the play. It is either, if they're an off coverage, you are running a quick hitch, which is 3 steps and stop. That ball is there as soon as you turn around. If they are pressing you, a lot of times this is mandatory outside release and you are going. That's what Flacco said. And he thought this as well as I think this, right? If you got pressed man-to-man, why the hell are you running the hitch here? You are running the go ball. And this is what Flacco thought. So this is a terrible ball. He should not have thrown this, but understand, you don't run that hitch there against press man-to-man. You run the go ball. I understand why he threw that. So we got Flacco here. This is his second interception of the day. Spoiler alert. But I don't believe this is as bad as the stat line says. I mean, take a look at this. 7-yard drop. Jerry Jeudy comeback route at the top of the screen. I personally thought that ball also could have been dropped. It could have been a hold as well. And to be honest with you, let's take a look. Watch where Flacco releases this. The ball's out. Jerry Jeudy has not fallen yet. He slipped, he fell, whatever it was. He was not available to get this ball. This is actually very good placement by Joe Flacco. If he doesn't fall here, this is a good ball. Great play by the cornerback. I'm not as mad as the stat line says I should be with that interception, to be honest with you. On this play, you got man-to-man across the board. Watch Harold Fannin Jr. at the bottom of the screen. Gets put in motion, runs a deep in. Cornerback and safety pass it off. Look at the placement on this. Whoo-wee, man. That's only where your guy can get it. Listen, that's an all-pro safety right there, Brian Branch. And when I watch the film, I understand what the stats say. 6 interceptions. The dude is a terrible quarterback. Just watch this play. It's only where his guy can get this. The Bengals aren't getting this out of Jake Browning right now. I'm sorry. You're not. You're not getting this ball placement. And this is to your tight ends. This is to your wide receivers. This is everywhere on the field. And this is, I'm sorry, just look at the placement. I got to run this back. Ball placement, spectacular. Only where your guy can get it. That's beautiful. If you are scared about Joe Flacco not being able to throw a deep ball, watch the top of the screen. First off, beautiful stutter by Jerry Jeudy. I'm sorry. This whole shot between the 2 defenders, it is a drop. It is an incompletion in the stat sheet, but watch this ball once again. Like, this is a 40-year-old quarterback. His accuracy is there. Look at this. It hits you in the hands. I understand what Browns fans could be saying. Listen, let's run back from this other angle. I think this one's a better way to represent it. This is as good of a ball, and this is Chase. This is Higgins. This is a catch. This hits you smack dab in the hands. Flacco can hit these hole shots with the best of them. So this is a bad rep by Flacco. Watch Hutchinson on the left side. He gets chipped by Njoku, does a great job, but this ball has got to be out. This is a strip sack, but it was called back due to a penalty. But this is a bad rep by Flacco. I mean, once again, run this back. You've got to be able to feel this pressure on your right side. That ball's got to be out now. Ends up in the strip sack, and that's a problem. Once again, man-to-man across the board. Look at the top of the screen. I mean, we're talking about giving your receivers a chance. This is a catchable ball, man. Look at this. And it ends up being caught, but this is what you want. Man-to-man across the board. We saw this too many times with Jake Browning in the past couple games. Like I said, T. Higgins thrown out of bounds. Ja'Marr Chase thrown out of bounds. Give your wide receiver a chance here. And God damn it, on this play, he does. And look at this. Throw your guy a 50-50 ball. Throw him a catchable ball. The deep passing game could surprise some people. So after watching Joe Flacco's film against the Green Bay Packers, against the Detroit Lions, against the Cincinnati Bengals, I've come to the conclusion that Joe Flacco is an upgrade over Jake Browning. I've come to the conclusion that Joe Flacco can win 2 of these next 4 games heading into the bye week. I've come to the conclusion that this Bengals offense will look better under Flacco than Jake Browning. And we're talking about better targets to your tight ends and Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki, more catchable deep balls to T. Higgins and Ja'Marr Chase, and quite frankly, a quicker release and more command of this offense. And like I said, I think Joe Flacco, albeit 40 years old, I think he will have command of this offense. And I've got faith now. I've got faith in this quarterback much more than I did in Jake Browning. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you have faith in Joe Flacco? Do you like what you saw in the film? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. But like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on post notifications, and let's see where this goes. And maybe we'll be back here doing a film breakdown in a couple of weeks if Flacco ends up having some success.